This video would be helpful to everyone who considers to start photography business and also for everyone who just started photography or already working as professional photographer but would like to work for higher paychecks and level up in their photography business. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Daria Koso, fashion photographer, and today we are diving into the question which buzzes into the mind at some point of each photographer. How much does photographer earn? First of all, understanding photography pricing. So how to price yourself? So Monday it's probably more expensive. If it's full moon, it's even more expensive, and if it's retrograde Mercury, it's the highest day. Now, honestly guys, that's not how it's works. I know we're all photographers. First of all, we are artists, and sometimes it's very hard to understand how to price yourself, and I feel this video it would be very helpful to understand photography not just like an art but also as a business. Pricing isn't just about pulling up numbers from the thin air. It's actually math. Your price is based on several key factors. First of all, it's experience. Also, it depends what kind of photography you do. Location, where do you live and where you're doing your business. Also, it depends what kind of equipment you use and quality of your work. But remember, it's also about what kind of value you bring to your client. So the basic formula is experience plus costs plus market equal price. Start with the dive deep in your expenses such as gear, software, even hiding expenses like travel time or also editing time. And next factor is your experience level. High experience, higher your price. Less experience, less the price. And also when I'm talking about experience, it's not just about years you're in the business, but I mean like active years. It's also there is difference if you done like 10 photo shoots a year or it was 10 photo shoots a month. Meeting with the different clients, being in different situations, shooting in different situations, that's what could gain you more experience in the field. And right now let's move to the most exciting part. It's how to price yourself. First of all, start from researching. Look at what other photographers at your niche and your location are charging, but not copy them. Just get a better understanding what they're offering and what is their prices. And also consider your costs too. Honestly, it's a lot of different factors which is based on creating your price as a photographer. But then calculate your minimum payment which you're supposed to get from one photo shoot. Let me give you some example to better understand how does it work. We calculated our cost of living and we add all those details like, I don't know, like car, apartment, food expenses, health insurance, and all other stuff which we necessarily need for living, and we came up with 5,000 per month. And then we calculate our cost of doing business, including like travel, also subcontractors, business insurance, different apps like Capture One, Lightroom, Photoshop, and also advertisement. And we came up, for example, with the pricing 4,000. So combining cost of living and doing of business, we came out with 9,000 per month, and that's basically what we need to survive of living and doing business. But also we'd like to add additional 20% to this sum to get better and then potentially earning more with the time. So adding 20% additional which we could spend for investing money in new project, learning, getting more experience, investing money in better new gear, what could adjust our payment for the photo shoots in the future. And so with this additional percent, we come in with the total amount per month is 10,800. So right now we should understand what is the minimum payment of our photo shoot to get this amount per month. Also, it's very important to understand in the beginning what kind of photography you're doing. Is it wedding? Is it fashion like brand photo shoots, or is it more clients? For example, if you're doing wedding, probably you could consider that minimum photo shoots you're doing per month, it's 4 to 6 photo shoots. You could simply divide this total amount of, as example, 10,800 by 4 or 6 photo shoots and see what it's supposed to be your minimum price for this kind of photo shoot. If you're doing clients photography, probably you could go with the more photo shoots per month, like 10, 20 photo shoots. And as an example, you could charge less for your photo shoot, but doing more photo shoots. And again, right now we're more discussing like if you're already like doing photography, if you already have an equipment. But if you just started your photography business and you haven't have any equipment yet, consider that you should add some amount which you would just spend once for buying all the gear. Or you could also consider the most major expenses like creating a website. Basically, there is some stuff you're supposed to do in the beginning which would be more expensive, and then it's like basically like just monthly cost for hosting it. But what we could do to get higher to our desired income and not staying on the minimum income. Before we move into this part, if you're already enjoying this video, give me a like, hit subscribe button and turn on notification to not miss any upcoming useful video on photography. So we calculated our minimum payment to keep being profitable photographer, but we also like to get to our desired annual income. And as we're already like busy with the photo shoots, like fully booked, what we could do to get more of the income? I would suggest to move to the passive income. What it could be? It could be stock photography, photographs which you already did, and you could just simply upload them and generate money from this even when you're doing other photo shoot. Also, you could sell print on demand for your clients who already did a photo shoot with you and like to have a nice print from your photo shoot. Also, it could be online courses or selling other digital products such as presets or actions for Photoshop. Also, if you have an extra time, you could sell your editing skills to other photographers, and you could edit photographs for other photographers or even for your clients who haven't done photo shoot with you, but just helping them with the editing. Especially if you're doing fashion photography, I would suggest you to consider licensing. It's one of the most popular passive income in fashion photography. Also, what you could create is like photo days to get in more clients for shorter photo shoots, planning out how many of those days you should do per year to get to your desired annual income. To know more about passive income and how to price yourself, how to increase your rates, I am sharing more detailed information about how to get a passive income in photography and how to increase your rate, how to price yourself on my photography workshops. So check the description below to see how to sign up for my upcoming workshop on photography. And right now, imagine that you established your minimum payment, you got a passive income, you get your desired annual income, but your schedule is full and you're feeling overwhelmed, you don't have time for all the clients who want to book with you. So higher demand in your service, higher the price for your photography. But there is other aspects when you could increase your prices. For example, it could be increased experience and skill. You learned something new, you got new skills, you tried a new technique, you're doing something different. So that's a good sign to increase your rate. But also it could be, as you remember, we were discussing the formula of minimum payment for the photo shoot. And the second aspect, it was cost of doing business. So if your cost of doing business is increased, your photography price must be also increased. But also you could boost yourself to be better photographer and increasing your rate. How you could do that? It's very simple. You could start working with more credible magazines, huge talent, celebrities, and that would allow you to reasonably increase your photography rate. And the last one, but not the least one, it's creating and promoting your personal branding. It's essential nowadays. If you're interested to know more about personal branding, let me know in the comments below and I will do another video just about this. Being a photographer is balancing between art and commerce. By understanding how to price yourself and all other ways of passive income, you could create suitable way of living, and being an established photographer, you could do at the same time what you really love to do. If you'd like to earn more as a photographer, let's keep learning and advance our photography skills and becoming better photographers together. So make sure to sign up for my upcoming photography workshop. You can check in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If so, please give me a like, hit subscribe button if you haven't yet, and see you next week.